students, welcome to Vidya Mirad. Today I have come up with the video for the class 6 on chapter 2 whole numbers, and let's begin with exercise 2.1 of NCERT. Just before the exercise, it's a brief outlook for you to remember what are natural numbers and whole numbers. Since this chapter is based on the whole numbers, so you should know what are the whole numbers. And if you see the natural numbers, when we start counting, we always say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So all the counting numbers which are there, they are called as natural numbers. And when we add 0 there, so when we start with 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, that becomes the whole number. So difference between the whole number and natural number is only 0. So if it is asked which is the lowest or smallest whole number, that is 0, and the smallest natural number is 1. Same way, you know, in the number line you have some negative numbers also. They will be treated as integers. When you have negative numbers or zeros and 1, 2, 3, they are known as integers. But in this chapter we will be concentrating on whole numbers. Question number 1. Write the next 3 natural numbers after 1999. So next natural number is, we are going to add one after the other. That means the counting. So after 10,999, the next 3 numbers will be 11,000, 11,001 and 11,002. Question number 2. Write 3 whole numbers occurring just before 10,001. Before means you will subtract 1, or you will do the reverse counting, or you subtract 1 from the number given to you. Like you have 10,001, when you subtract 1 from it, you will get 10,000, and before 10,000 what will come? 9,999, and before that it will come 9,998. So the 3 numbers before 10,001 are 10,000, 9,999 and 9,998. Question number 3. Which is the smallest whole number? If you remember this figure, just now I have shown you, whole number starts with 0. So it means the smallest whole number is 0. And if I ask, what is the smallest natural number? That will be 1. Okay. So don't get confused between whole numbers and natural numbers. First will be your natural number, then comes the whole number. And still if you get confused, whole will have O in it. So O and 0 you can correlate, and then also you can remember that whole number starts from 0. Question number 4. How many whole numbers are there between 32 and 53? So just write down the counting between 32 and 53. Only thing you need to remember is, whenever you are told to write between the 2 numbers, you will not include the given numbers. That means 32 and 53 will not be written, because it is asked what is in between these 2 numbers. So you will not write these 2, remaining that these are the numbers between 32 and 53. So you will start with 33 and you will end up with 52. Question number 5. Write the successor of. Now whenever it is successor, it means you will add 1 to a number. Next question is your predecessor. Whenever there is a predecessor, means pre. Pre means pehle, if you know Hindi. So that means you will subtract 1 from the number. So you know in English also you must have done prefix and suffix. What is prefix? The alphabets which you put before the word, and suffix which is after the word. So that becomes same way, it is predecessor and successor. In the case of successor, you will add 1. In the case of predecessor, you will subtract 1. So let's find out. If you have the number, it is very big numbers, 2440701 plus 1. So 1 plus 1 is 2. So the number becomes 2440702. B part, 1000199 plus 1. 9 plus 1 is 10. Again you can write down on the rough side and do. So 100, 200 is your answer. Third part, 1099999 plus 1, and if you do then it becomes 11,000,000. Last part, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 0 plus 1 gives you the same 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 1. So this is the case of the successor. Let's start with the predecessor. In the case of predecessor, we will subtract 1 from the number. You are given 94, so 94 minus 1 is 93. You are given 10,000. 10,000 minus 1 is 9,999. So 208090 minus 1, that gives you 208089. And 7654321 minus 1 gives you 7654320. Question number 7. In each of the following pair of numbers, state which whole number is on the left on the other number on the number line. Also write them with the appropriate sign greater than or less than between them. Alright. First of all, what we are going to do? You just imagine your number line. Your number line starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Okay. Farther the number will be from the 0, that will be the greater number. Closer the number to 0, that will be the smaller number. Or the smaller number will be on the left hand side than the bigger number. So, if your numbers are 530, 503. So, I have written it what will come first. So, first if I want to draw a number line or if I want to write the smaller number first, it will be first will come 503, then it will come 530, which means I can write it as 503 is smaller than 530, or 503 will come on the left side of the 530. I can put greater sign also. Greater number is which number? 530. So, I can write it as 530 greater than 503. B part 307 and 370. So, if I want to start writing, if I want to see what will come first, 307 will come first, 370 will come afterwards. Which means 307 will be on the left hand side than the 370. Which means 307 is a smaller number, so I can put less than sign and 370, or I can also say it as 370 is greater than 307. C part, there is 98,765 and other number is 56,789. So accordingly, if I know the ascending order, I know that 56,000 number will come first and 98,000 number will come later on. So I can say that 56,789 will come on the left side, whereas 78,765 will come on the right side, which means 56,789 is smaller than 98,765, or I can also say that 98,765 is greater than 56,789. Lastly, it's a very big number, 9830415 1002301. So to distinguish, I have just put commas so that I come to know which is a bigger number and a smaller number. So according to this information, I can say that 9830415, or I can also say 98,30,415 is a smaller number, or will come to the left hand side than it is 1,23,001. If you put commas, it will be easier for you to understand which is a bigger number or which is a smaller number in case of the big digits. So I can say that 98 lakhs round off will be less than 1 crore, or 1 crore is greater than 98 lakhs. So in cut short, I said this. Question number 8, which is the last question of this exercise, we need to say which statement is true and which statement is false. Now we have to just say true or false, but I will be helping you in this by telling its reason also, why it is true or why is it false. Let's begin with the A part. 0 is the smallest natural number. What is natural number? Counting numbers. That starts from 1, 2, 3, 4. 0 doesn't come in this. So the answer is false, because smallest natural number is 1 and 0 is the smallest whole number, not a natural number. 400 is the predecessor of 399. Predecessor means before. False, because 400, if we see, it is the successor, because we are adding 1 to 399. 399 plus 1 is 400. So plus 1 means successor. I need to do minus 1 for predecessor. So this is false statement. C part, 0 is the smallest whole number. Yes, it is the smallest whole number because whole number starts from 0. D part, 600 is the successor of 599. Yes, of course, it's true. Why? Because 599 plus 1 gives you 600. E part, all naturals are whole numbers. So natural numbers, yes, it is true. Why? Because whole number starts with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and natural numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So all the natural numbers, they are the part of whole numbers. And if you remember the figure which I have shown in you in the beginning, first is your natural number in the inner circle and in the outer circle there are the whole numbers. So yes, all the natural numbers are whole numbers. F part, all whole numbers are natural numbers. Now they are asking you the opposite. Whether all whole numbers are natural numbers? No, it is false. 0 is also there in the whole numbers. So we cannot say that it is all the whole numbers are natural numbers because in natural numbers 0 is not there. G part, the predecessor of a 2-digit number is never a single digit number. What is predecessor? Here I need to subtract 1. So that means if the answer is false here. So 10 minus 1 is equal to 9, which means yes, 2-digit predecessor can be 1-digit number also. H part, 1 is the smallest whole number. No, it's false. Which is the smallest whole number? 0. So 1 is the smallest natural number. So this is a false statement. The natural number 1 has no predecessor. Yes, because predecessor, if we say this is true statement, what is predecessor? Minus 1. If I do 1 minus 1, it will become 0. And 0 is a whole number. It's not a natural number. J, the whole number 1 has no predecessor. False, because 1 minus 1 is 0 and 0 is the smallest whole number. K part, the whole number 13 lies between 11 and 12. Now what comes after 11? 12. What comes before 12? 11. There is no number, no whole number between 11 and 12. It's a straight counting, either plus 1 or minus 1. So the answer is false. L part, the whole number 0 has no predecessor. True, because 0 is the smallest whole number. Last, M part, the successor of a 2-digit number is always a 2-digit number. Let's take an example. It's a false statement. Why? Let's take the biggest 2-digit number. It's 99. If I add 1 to it, it becomes 3-digit number, that is 1000. So successor of 2-digit number can be 3-digit. So it's a false statement. I hope children you have understood the whole exercise. This was very simple. Just remember that picture of whole numbers and natural numbers in your mind and you will be very easily able to solve all these questions. It's one of the easiest chapter. Very soon I am going to come and teach you exercise 2.2. Till then, do this question, do lots of practice. See you. Goodbye. Take care.